Go live. All right, we should be live. Check 1, 2. Check, check. Waiting for the replay to come. Waiting for the YouTube delay. Make sure this is working. All right. Check 1, 2. Here we go. So I've done a few streams of this, and I've got one more branch, and I got one more, a couple more solutions to this. A clean one and a dirty one, if I remember properly. So your Tracy Valencia, your car breaks down in the middle of the desert, and what are we going to restore? Let's see here. What is the name of the save I want? Where do I want to start? Alright, I think I'll start at cop. The cop save. So it's restore cop. Alright, look. Alright, so let's go ahead and verbose this. And we wait for the cop to come back. Alright, the black Chevrolet sputters to life and speeds off down the road. The patrolman returns to the car, pausing briefly to jot down. So, patrolman, comma, help. The patrolman looks across the street at the enormous paperweight that was once your car. Disabled vehicle, eh? He says, okay. I'll radio for a tow truck. He climbs back in the patrol car and drives away. Now, we have to look before we cross back over the interstate. If we don't, we get killed. Well, we don't get killed, but so you have to look before you cross, or you end up in traction in the hospital for your birthday. So now we can cross the interstate, and we're on the roadside. The entire you'd like to be able to say you're in the middle of nowhere, but that would be wishful thinking. You're stranded at least 50 miles away from the middle of nowhere. The entire landscape is nothing but a barren desert dotted with scrub. Being a desert kid, you're well aware of how much danger you're in. The scenery may be beautiful in its own way, but while the temperature may have cooled off a bit, you are well aware that out in the desert everything is either poisonous or covered with spikes. Not to mention what could happen to a pretty girl all alone on a desert highway. I'm surprised, speaking of which, I'm surprised YouTube let this stream stay up on that first stream after getting in the car with the creepy guy. But here we go. As for this particular spot, well, a barbed wire fence lines the roadside, and Interstate 0 itself stretches endlessly to the east and west. There is a sign here, too, and its twin on the other side of the freeway directly to your north. Your lifeless car is mocking you. The trunk is open, the car door is open, but at least since the car is dead, it isn't making that annoying dinging sound. Alright, so we'll wait, 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 for the tow truck driver. What the frick? There we go. A tow truck pulls up and parks in front of your car. The door opens and the driver gets out. He's an older fellow, possibly in his 60s, probably in his 70s. "Hello there," he says. "Let me get your car hooked up and we'll be off in a jiff. You can go ahead and get in the truck." So let's save. And we'll call this tow. Overwrite the existing file. I guess I already had a tow save. Alright. And enter the truck. And you're in a beat-up old tow truck with a few of the creature comforts. No AC, a bench seat made of ripped vinyl. An AM-only radio with no CD player or tape deck. But it does have one advantage over your Mazda. It works. The tow truck driver hums as he adjusts the hooks and levers and pulleys and stuff. So let's go ahead and wait. Wait some more. And wait some more. And wait some more. Alright, there we go. The tow truck driver climbs in and starts up the truck. Riding in the tow truck. You're riding to an auto shop in an old beat-up tow truck with few of the creature comforts. No AC, a bench seat made of ripped vinyl, an AM-only radio with no CD player or tape deck. But it does have one advantage over your Mazda. It works. "My name's Larry," the tow truck driver says. "What's yours?" "I'm Tracy," you say. "Well, you sure are purty, Tracy," Larry says. "What grade are you in?" "That's college." Alright. And we'll wait some more. Time. "So you're a college girl, eh?" Larry asked. "Do you go to Dorado State?" Enter yes, no, or refuse. "No, we don't go to the party school, we go to the other one." Wait, some more. University of Dorado," Larry says. "Didn't realize I was dealing with a whiz kid here." "Hey, I got me a nephew whose kid goes there. You ever hear of Tiffany Sandusky?" I'll just go ahead and type yes on this one. See what he says about her. "Yes, Tiffany's a good kid," Larry says. "Smart as a whip, too. Pity about the name. So how about that U of D football team, eh? On for 10. 0 for 10. Really stinking up the field this year. Think they can win their last game? Nope, they're not going to win." And yeah, you're probably right about U of D, Larry chuckles. "I mean, U of D beating State with what State's quarterback going to win the Heisman and U of D not winning a game all year. Been a tough year, huh?" "Yep." Larry smiles. "Here I've been talking your ear off about football, all while things... try that again. Let me get a drink here. "Here I've been talking your ear off about football of all things," he says. "Kind of thing what drives you women folk right out of the room, huh? So you got yourself a boyfriend?" "Nope." And what's he got to say about that? "That's a right shame. Pretty gal like you with no boyfriend," Larry says. "They're probably all scared of you, I reckon. If I was 50 years younger, I'd snap you right up. You're awful sweet. Talking to an old man so patient-like." He smiles at you and turns on the radio. Let's listen to radio just for the heck of it. As far as you can tell, the song on the radio is about a guy with a twangy voice who's had a really bad day. His dog died, his truck got stolen, and his wife ran off with another man. And that's why he went off and got drunk. Or maybe it's about a guy with a twangy voice who went off and got drunk, and that's why his wife ran off with another man, taking his truck and killing his dog out of spite. The lyrics are sort of ambiguous on this point, which kind of goes to the joke about playing a country record backwards. Your wife comes back, your dog comes back, and your pickup truck starts working again, or something like that. Alright, so let's, just because it is Jailbait on the Interstate, see what... Larry stops you with a gesture. What's wrong with you, girl? He asked. You one of them nymphos or something? Oh. Let's do that again. Alright, let's try kissing Larry. You're awful sweet, Larry says. I thought you could make him wreck. I guess you can't. Hey, says her CJ. So, okay, I guess you have to mace him to make him wreck. And I don't see no point in doing that. You pass a sign that reads, Welcome to Kettle Pot City. Kettle Pot City turns out to be nothing more than an auto shop. Larry stops in the parking lot to let you out. Just go into that office there, he says. Earl will get your car hooked up. Fred will let you know what's what. Me, I gotta go gas up the truck. You get out and head into the office. Alright. This cramped office is really just a shed with a desk, a phone, and a file cabinet. The air is thick with nauseating tobacco smoke, and the only decoration is a calendar featuring a naked girl a couple days older than you, draped over the hood of a Ferrari. Doors lead north to the parking lot, west to the garage, and south to, well, you're not quite sure where the back door goes. Fred takes a drag on his cigarette. Fred coughs. Car trouble, huh? He says. Well, you come to the right place. Let me go see what we got, and I'll be back in a minute. He sees you eyeing the phone on his desk. Sorry, that phone can only take incoming calls, he says. I had to block all outgoing calls after Earl rung up $900 worth of phone sex calls to the Seychelles, whatever the Seychelles is. Where the hell are the Seychelles? He shakes his head and goes through the side door into the garage. A moment later he returns. Looks pretty bad, he says. Gonna run you a couple thou, cash only. Don't worry, though. I got my best guy working on it right now. He lights up another cigarette and sits back down at his desk. Let's try crying. When you were 4 years old. Welcome to the stream, Present Arms. This'll, I'm just going over the last branch, and there's like a side branch of the last branch of this game that I'm aware of. We've gone through the other branches that I'm aware of in previous streams. So for a 15-minute game, for a 15-minute long game, I've really milked it. Alright. When you were 4 years old, you discovered that there was a cold place inside you, right next to your heart. And all you had to do was think about that place, and tears would spontaneously stream down your cheeks. It was a delicious feeling, and if ever you were in the mood and had a few minutes to spare, you'd sit down in front of a mirror and watch yourself with fascination as you cried. It wasn't until you were 5 that you discovered the extra benefit of this ability. When grown-ups caught you crying, they'd give you anything you wanted, usually. You still got to pay for the repairs, Fred says. Well, that didn't work. Let's see. Did we take our shirt off? Oh, I'm wearing our shirt. I thought I took the shirt off. Well, that's why. Okay, we'll try that again. Oh, no, he kept stopping us from taking our shirt off. Let's take off shirt. Fred looks at you, looks at the calendar, then looks back at you. Ladies and gents, we have a new champion, he says. Try crying again. Still got to pay for the repairs. All right. The secondhand smoke can't be good for your lungs. Let's put on shirt. Your breasts are once again out of sight, if not out of mind. All right, so let's go west into the garage. Open door. Whoops. side door. Now we can go west. Alright. This garage is not unlike your garage back home, except when you park in your garage at home, your car is generally resting comfortably on the ground, rather than stuck on a pole 6 feet in the air. Doors lead east to the office and south to, well, you're not quite sure where the back door goes. A grease-stained mechanic wearing a jacket with an embroidered patch reading Earl is sound asleep. Let's try to wake Earl. Just 5 more minutes, he grumbles. I don't know if I've tried kissing him yet. This is Earl, not Sleeping Beauty. Alright, so let's go east. And north. Open front door. North. Alright. So southwest is the one that we're not seeing. And we're behind the garage. Here you are behind the garage, and a mighty exciting place it is. Yep, inventory. Alright, let's wait. Wait, 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 wait. I hope I didn't already miss it. Look. He said he had to go get gas. I might have messed around too much in the, Oh, here we are. Larry's tow truck rumbles up and parks behind the garage. Larry gets out and starts polishing it with a towel. Larry, help. Larry scratches his chin. I can't give you a ride all the way home, but I can take you to Willow Button. Call your daddy, get a ride home, come pick up the car tomorrow or something. What do you say? Yep, that sounds good. Alright, so let's save again. Willow Button. Alright. You are in the... Here you are in Willow Button, a town which seems to consist entirely of the gas station across the street to your north. Interstate 0 runs east and west. You can see a signpost here. Read signpost. Aha! Welcome to Willow Button. YCTA bus stop, Route 22. Alright, so we're at the bus stop here now. At the signpost. And there's a gas station to the north. Let's go north. Oh no! I forgot to... I forgot to look before I crossed the street. You dash across the street and are quite taken by surprise when a minivan full of screaming 6-year-olds plows into you, sending your limp, shattered body flying through the air. You are equally surprised when you wake up in the hospital the next day in traction from head to toe. All in all, not the greatest way to spend your 18th birthday. Next time, you might want to consider looking both ways before you cross the street. Okay, restore. Oops. Alright, so look. I read the signpost. Examine street. Okay, now there's not any cars coming. Now we'll go north. As you approach the gas station, a Buick pulls up to the gas pump and 2 guys around your age get out. See? Says the darker-skinned one. I told you we'd make it to a gas station. That's not what I was worried about, says the other one. What I was worried about was the fact that we have no money, as in zero. Being at a gas station doesn't help us when the last time I checked, gasoline cost money. No problem, says the first one. We've got tapes, don't we? Just hang out here and sell a few of them. To who? Asked the second one. The place is deserted. So, you wait for someone to show up, you go up to them, you say, "Hi there, my name's Josh, and I was wondering if you'd care to buy some of these tapes." so I can get home for Thanksgiving. Who can resist? That. And where exactly will you be while I'm being irresponsible, Noah? Josh asks. I'm gonna, facilitate the facilities, Noah says. Here, hold my soda. I'll be gone for a while, a long while. Check it out. Here comes someone now. Sell a few to her. Noah saunters onto the mini-mart. Ed's Cheap Gas and Food front lot. This patch of asphalt is more than just a parking lot. There's a gas pump out front. The mini-mart that makes up the and food part of the equation lies to the north, with a payphone attached to the front of the building. I-0 lies to the south, running east and west. Josh surreptitiously looks you over. Let's go ahead and check out the... let's go check this out first. This is a rather poorly stocked mini-mart with nothing more than the occasional can of soup dotting the shelves. There's a beverage case, though, and there's a bathroom in the back. Ed himself glares at you from behind the counter. North. Let's go open bathroom door. Knock on door. Occupado, someone, presumably Noah, shouts. Well, evidently, there is some way to get Noah out of this bathroom, but I don't know. So let's go ahead and... Alright. This patch of asphalt is more than just a parking lot. There's a gas pump out front. The mini-mart that makes up the in-food part of the equation lies to the north, with the payphone attached to the front of the building. I-0 lies to the south, running east and west. Josh surreptitiously looks you over. Only $5 for this fine tape by Milli Vanilli. $3. Okay, a quarter, Josh says. They did win a Grammy, Alright, so inventory. Alright. Crisscross for sale, Josh says. Remember when? Wore their clothes backwards. How delightful. Relive the hilarity for only 75 cents. Alright, so... let's try doing it the dirty way first. I know there's a clean way of doing it, but... take off shirt. You are now topless. Though you prefer the term top-free. If I wake up at this point, I'm going to be really pissed. Josh warns any deities who might be listening. So let's examine Josh. He's about your age and reasonably cute. He looks sort of like a little kid with pink cheeks that make it look like he just came in from playing in the snow. $2 for this mint collect condition vanilla ice tape, Josh declares. Sure to become a collector's item, honest. I mean, people collect all kinds of crap. Oh, search Josh? I thought you're supposed to have a... Alright, let's try kissing him. Josh, comma, help. You explain your plight to Josh. Wish I could help, but the car's out of gas, he says. I'm sure we can help you out once we sell some tapes and buy some gas and all. Let's try to bully Josh. Does that work? Nope. Huh. Can we make out with Josh? Nope. Huh. Let's try this. Spray Josh. Josh screams and collapses to the ground. Don't kill me, man. Don't kill me. He shrieks, scrambling to his feet and dashing behind the mini-mart, clutching his burning eyes. What the frick? Aha! There we go. Babe, okay, there is a bottle of deliciousness. Refreshing. Genericola Classic here. Get bottle. Alright, so put spray in purse. Get bottle. Examine bottle. Alright, so we got a ticket for the bus station. The fancy lettering on the label says Genericola. There's a little blurb on it that says, Genericola supports public transportation. Peel off this label. It's good for a ride on the YCTA. So let's peel label. Peel label off of bottle. Alright. Bottle in purse. Or let's just drop bottle. Inventory. Wear shirt. Alright, so examine road. North. Whoops, south. Examine road. South. Read signpost. And we'll wait. Boy, there's a lot of waiting in this game. Waiting for the bus. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I hope I didn't mess up. Oh, no. Damn it. I screwed up. Oh well, let's wait for the next one. Look. There we go. An enormous bus rumbles to a stop in front of you, belching. Show label. To driver. Show pass. To driver. What the frick? Alright, let's try this again. Let's try giving the label to the guy next time. Come on. Where's the next bus? A lot of waiting in this game. Alright. Give label to driver. The driver inspects the soda label / bus pass. Okay, have a seat, she says. You sit in the back. The cool kids always sat in the back when you took the school bus. And you were without question one of the cool kids. And watch the scenery drift by as the bus chugs down I-0. Runs north on Route 99, gets off at Cibola Ranch. I already peeled it though. Gets off and actually passes by the entrance to your development before you remember to pull the cord. You hop out of the bus and 5 minutes later, you find yourself at long last walking up your driveway. It's just as you remember it. The same imposing rosewood door, the same handprints in the cement, the same lighted doorbell. Open door. Open the door and wander into the kitchen. Have Thanksgiving dinner. And tomorrow's your birthday. And so. Let's open door. It's going to tell me without opening your present. Besides, you're not wearing anything. Let's try this again. Well, okay. After all the cool presents are probably downstairs. Thanks for playing. Alright, so let's restore. There's another way around here. Examine road. And then we can go north. Get bootleg. Cassette. Show Josh. Bootleg cassette. Huh. Cassette to Josh. Oh. Here we are. Helps if I spell it right, huh? It's probably what was wrong. Except for it acted like it understood it. Josh gasped. The Surf Punks and Youth Hostile live at the Dora Dome, he stammers. Oh man, do you have any idea what this is worth? This is the most legendary show they ever played, either of them. He hugs the tape to his chest. You are the most glorious human being on the face of the earth, he declares. If there's anything I can do to repay you, just name it. What the frick? There's a way. Examine Josh. Josh, give me soda. See, you got it, Josh says, handing you a bottle of soda. So we can trade the, we can trade the, cassette for the bottle of soda. Is one of the clean ways. There's some way you can get them to just give it to you, but I don't remember. And of course, we just now got it by macing him. Examine soda. Peel label. Examine label. Drops. Okay, this game's acting weird. Drop soda. How about drink soda? The bottle of soda makes a satisfying psst sound as you twist off the cap. Overcome by first. Take a swig, put the cap back on. So let's examine label. So it's a good for a ride on the bus. Examine road. And is it south we want to go? Poison, winger, warrant, Josh calls out. Oh, this is funny. Poison, winger, warrant, Josh calls out. 50 cents a piece. If you don't like the bands, put some tape over the little holes on top and you've got yourself the cheapest blank cassettes ever made. Alright. South. And we wait for the bus again. Give label to driver. And open the door. Wear robe. Bathrobe. Open present. Read message. And, alright, so there's a, alright, let's, before I get out of here, the, previous streams were a little dirtier than this one, but before I get out of here, let's, let's go, restore back to the tow. Enter truck. Get spray. Wait. College. No. No. Alright, let's just spray Josh. Well, I mean, Larry. Larry yelps and loses control of the car, which smashes into the side of an overpass. Larry is instantly impaled on the steering column. You, on the other hand, fly through the windshield and land in a mangled heap on the roadside. You wake up. So that's not a good solution. Let's restore again. Forgot to put my seatbelt on. Yep. So, enter truck. Wear a seatbelt. Get spray. And we'll wait. We'll answer a few of his questions. Yes. Now let's spray him. Larry yelps and loses control of the car, which smashes into the side of an overpass. Larry is instantly impaled on the steering column. You, on the other hand, were smart enough to buckle your seatbelt and end up shaken, but basically unhurt. Of course, that doesn't help much when the highway patrol shows up and takes you down to the station for questioning. You do get one phone call, but unfortunately, Daddy isn't as understanding about the manslaughter charge as you had hoped. And you wind up spending the next 72 hours in the lovely confines of the Yermo County Jail. All in all, not the greatest way to spend your 18th birthday. Next time, you might want to refrain from irrational acts of random violence. Oops. Alright. So, a couple of things I missed during all these playthroughs is I do believe that there is some way to get the red pickup truck at the Taco Junta to take you home. And I'm pretty sure there's a way to get the boy out of the bathroom at the Quickie Mart. But I wonder if we could try that. Let's see. Is there a taco save? There is. Alright, so let's look. Alright, so let's wait for the owner of the pickup truck to come back. Because sneaking in the bed of it does not... Come on. Come on, nature lover. Come back with your... Okay, the pickup truck's still here. And we've already snuck into the back. I'm about done, Courtney. It's been a... I figured out 2 more ways to get home successfully. And found another way to die. And found another way to get arrested. But you're listening to a text adventure. This is the... I've been streaming a bit of it. I've been streaming it for a few days. And it's a text adventure, and you're jailbait on the interstate. So you're trying to... Your car's broke down. And you're trying to get home. And in the first stream... we started off hitchhiking, trying to hitchhike back home on the first stream. And so we get brutally, shall we say, violated and murdered. And then we figure, and so there's a whole bunch. It's like a 15-minute long game to just like do a playthrough, but there's so many different branches that I tried to check all of them out. And I know there's a way to get this red Toyota pickup truck to take you home, but I haven't figured that out yet. And so, but you know what? I'll go ahead. Wait for this person with the camera. Salmon truck. Banged up, but serviceable red Toyota pickup. Come on. There's a lot of waiting involved. Z is short for wait. Yeah, there's a few ways to And then also another thing we did is we sort of murdered the creepy guy in one of, and got away from. So you can hitchhike and still get home, but it involves murder. Where's this nature lover? I know there's a way. All right, see, there is a way to make her take you home, but I haven't figured it out. I hate with all that waiting I did. But a woman with a camera who apparently took the sign about scenic Sandboro a little too seriously returns from taking pictures of random cacti. She walks up to the truck and sees you hiding in the pickup bed. "Hi there," she says. "You want to get out of my truck?" You climb out and she drives off. There's a way to get her to take you home, but I haven't figured that out yet. But for Courtney, no, actually, restart is what we want. Let's start from the beginning. Yes, I'm sure I want to restart. So here's where we started, and I'll go through one branch. I'll just go ahead and... You're Tracy Valencia, first-year student at the reasonably prestigious University of Dorado. Sure, it's not Berkeley. Hell, it isn't even Stanford. But it's light years better than Dorado State, where your older brother Trevor goes. Dorado State's just a party school. Trevor makes a point of rubbing this in every time he calls. He'll be able to rub it in person soon enough. It's Thanksgiving Day, and you're driving home. Daddy was perfectly willing to buy you a plane ticket, but like you told him on the phone, there are much better things to spend money on. Birthday presents, for instance. You turn 18 tomorrow. Besides, it's only a 4-hour drive. 2.5 hours into said drive, the car starts making a noise no piece of machinery should ever make. It's the sort of sound a rhesus monkey might make while being forced down a garbage disposal. Now, Dorado is nothing but scorching desert from the time you cross the coastal mountains until you reach the river. True, it's the scorching desert in which you grew up, but sentimentality aside, it's not exactly the best place in the world to find yourself stranded. But you've got to do something about this noise, if only because it's drowning out the stereo. So you pull over, you're just about to switch off the ignition when the car goes dead of its own accord. You try to start it up again, but absolutely nothing happens. Guess what, Tracy? You're stuck on the loneliest stretch of Interstate 0, miles away from the last sign of civilization. It's 20 minutes to noon, and the temperature's well over 120. You already missed the air conditioning? It's beginning to look like Ed and Sandy Valencia's only daughter might not make it for Thanksgiving dinner. I-0. Interstate 0. The Jailbait on the Interstate game. Based on several true stories and a couple of untrue ones. Release 5, serial number, blah, 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 blah. In your car. You are sitting in your lifeless car on a desolate roadside, a good half-hour drive away from the last gas station you passed. It's at least 120 degrees outside, not uncommon in the Doradan Desert, even in November, and the heat is quickly becoming unbearable. The key is in the ignition if you care. So let's get our purse. You can see your purse, which is closed here. Get purse. Open purse. And in the purse, we've got pepper spray, a stick of lip balm, and wallet. Let's see what happens. Can we search car? You'll have to get out of your car to do that. All right. Open glove box. Is that one word or two? You open the glove compartment, revealing a map, your registration, and a pamphlet, and a sticker backing. Read pamphlet. Once again, welcome to the University of... Okay, Desert Safety. One of the many pamphlets you received upon moving into your dorm room. It reads, Desert Safety. Once again, welcome to the University of Dorado. While you will undoubtedly be spending most of your time here in beautiful Las Playas, many students enjoy occasional trips to the rather large canyon, instead of the Grand Canyon, and other recreational sites throughout Dorado. We therefore offer the following tips to assure your safety in the often quite harsh environment of the Dorado Desert. Students from out of state will especially benefit from these recommendations, though residents too will find this a helpful reminder. The desert, though beautiful, is not without its dangers. These include heat. Temperatures have been known to reach 135 degrees Fahrenheit in the summer months, and temperatures in the 120s or not uncommon. Well, I've pretty much done all the branches I know, but if you start at the first stream I did of this a couple days ago, and it warns you about cold, and it warns you about critters, which there is a so the desert heat will kill you. So the one of the ways we can beat the heat is climb under the car, because that's the only shade there is until it cools off a bit. And that's when you can have the cop get the tow truck for you in that case. But for right now, we're just going to hitchhike. And so number 4, scummy guys, for God's sakes, don't hitchhike. So let's open door. Stand, unbuckle seatbelt, because I tried to stand, it says you'll have to unbuckle your seatbelt first. Now we can stand, and we're on the roadside. Yes, you can take off your top, and you're pretty much still... And when you look you can look under the hood or look in the trunk. That's kind of funny too. But let's just go straight to hitchhike. Actually, get spray, so we'll have it ready. Hitchhike. A bead of sweat trickles down the side of your face. It really is dangerously hot here. So if you haven't found shade or gotten out of here by, like, I think it's noon and it's like 11:45 a.m., you die. Or at least, no, you get heat stroke. You don't win the game anyway. You don't successfully get home for your birthday. So let's hitchhike. And here we have a seedy-looking guy in a 1980 Datsun subcompact with patches of rust and a piece of cellophane for a windshield pulls up. Hey, baby, you need a lift? He asked, leering at you. And let's tell him yes. Your car, your Mazda, is a wonderfully sporty, a model of comfort and the envy of your peers. This car is, quite frankly, a piece of crap. It smells like a small animal has crawled under one of the seats and died. The back seat is upholstered with a beach towel. There's a tangled mess of loose wiring where the radio should be, and every surface in the vehicle is disturbingly sticky. But it does have one advantage over your Mazda. It works. You shut the door behind you, and before long, you're zipping down I-0 at 80 miles an hour. Roll that vendor up, the driver says. I'll put on the AC. This is one of the better ideas you've heard today, so you obligingly roll up the window. Soon the ventilation system is wheezing, rather foul-smelling, but nonetheless cool air into your face. You look out the window at the desert scenery flashing by and stifle a yawn. Just drop me off at the nearest gas station, you say. You figure you'll just call Daddy, collect, and he'll straighten everything out. Come pick you up, get the car fixed, all that good stuff. It looks like the day might not turn out to be a total disaster after all. You got it, the driver says. By the way, my name's Jack Forbes. What's yours? Tracy Valencia, you say. You think to yourself, yawning. Maybe I should have given him a fake name. Oh well, too late now, or is it? You think it over for a minute, then you realize that during that minute you didn't do any actual thinking, just a lot of staring into space. It's getting hard to keep your eyes open. You wake up an hour later with fresh air rushing against your face. The windows are back open. Sorry about that, darling. Jack says, I've been meaning to have that exhaust checked. It's been pumping carbon monoxide into the vent system. I keep forgetting about that. All right, so let's wear our seatbelt. And spray Jack. I mean, because we could let him take us into the middle of the desert and violate and murder us. But with no hesitation whatsoever, you gleefully douse Jack's face with a blast of oleoresin capsicum. Screaming in pain, Jack loses control of the car, which proceeds to smash into the side of an overpass. Jack is instantly impaled on the steering column. You, on the other hand, were smart enough to buckle your seatbelt and end up shaken, but basically unhurt. No longer hitchhiking. Jack's car wasn't in the greatest condition to begin with, but it's in considerably worse shape now. Jack's corpse is slumped over the dashboard with pieces of steering column sticking up through his back. So now we unbuckle seatbelt. Open door. And stand. And here we're at the east side, so we're in Sandboro. And yet, if you do end up letting him drive you out into the middle of the desert, you can still get away before he violates and murders you. But after all you've been through, it's rather dismaying to find yourself once again stranded on the eastbound side of Interstate 0. On the other hand, at least this time around, there's an off-ramp visible to the east. As you step out of the car and close the door behind you, the entire vehicle quietly bursts into flames. That's just the way it is with cars sometimes. Now, if you wait here, which is not what you want to do, your daddy's not happy with you and all this route. You find out that smell in the car was another body. But, so then you can go to Sandboro, and you can get home. You can, there is a way to get the red Toyota to take you home, but I can't figure that out. But you can hang out in the drive-thru and jump in the back of a pickup truck that just happens to take you home. Link to the game is in the description. And if you, this is like my third or fourth stream with this game, so I've actually tried a bunch of stuff, Courtney. But I didn't, the only thing I didn't do is do the tow truck driver. I just, you know what? I'll try that right now. Restart. I haven't thought of that. But if you wait here for the cops to come, you don't have a good birthday. So you have to run into Sandboro and get home that way. So like I said, it's a 15-minute long game, but there's a lot of different ways to go about it. Some of them clean and some of them dirty. So yes, I want to restart. So let's get our purse. Open purse. Get spray. Unbuckle seatbelt. You sound like the kind of person that should play these text adventures. The link to this game is in the description. You'll need version of frotz for your platform to play the game. On Windows and here on Linux, Gargoyle is one way to go. I'm using the terminal program frotz here. On Android, Son of Hunky Punk is a good one to play these games with. But open door. The wallet's in my purse. And there's no money in there. I already checked that out. Stand. Hitchhike. And okay, here's the CD guy, let's spray guy. Nope, that don't work. You're not close enough to the driver to do any harm, but you do succeed in scaring him away. He yelps and zooms off. And if you don't put your seatbelt on before you spray him while you're in the car, so that didn't work. You fly through the windshield and end up in traction, so that's not a good birthday. And so, but if he does get you in the middle of the desert, you can still get away before he violently violates and murders you, which he will do if you let him. But that didn't work. But I'm not sure. So that didn't work. We didn't get to steal his car. I tried stealing the cop car. Flirt, it doesn't understand flirt. I tried that verb. It does not understand the verb flirt. I did try stealing the cop car, but it's locked. So what haven't I figured out? So what I have not figured out is I haven't figured out how to get dude out of the bathroom back at whatever the frick the name of that town is. And I haven't figured out how to get home in the red Toyota. I do believe both of those things are possible. But I haven't figured those out. But yeah. So that's it. I think I've covered all the branches of this game that I can figure out. Link to the game is in the description. You can play these games on anything. There's a version of frotz. Yes, you can't flirt, but you can take your top off. Like, if we go take off shirt, you are now topless, though you prefer the term top free. And you can get the cop to arrest you for indecent exposure. And you know, there are more things to try that are kind of funny. Actually, let's try that. Let's try a couple things. Let's restore back to cop. All right, so let's wait for the cop. The game's just not that it doesn't. You're kind of limited. You can't get him out of the car. You just can't. Okay, here the patrolman returns. Let's try kissing patrolman. The patrolman fends off your advances. Miss, if you repeat this inappropriate conduct, I'm going to have to place you under arrest, he warns, trembling slightly. Let's do that again. Oh, The patrolman finally snaps, and the next thing you know, you're pinned to the hood of the patrol car, getting a pair of handcuffs slapped on your wrist. You do get one phone call, but unfortunately your daddy isn't as understanding about the lewd conduct charge as you'd hoped. And you wind up spending the next blah, 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 blah. Not the greatest way to spend your 18th birthday. You're spending 72 hours in jail instead. All in all, not the greatest way. Next time, you might want to try keeping your naughty streak in check around law enforcement officials. I did try being topless in front of the cop get you arrested also. So, like I said, there's a bunch of different things. But I'm done with this game. Like I said, throughout the different throughout my different streams of this game, I've tried just about everything I think that you can try. I don't think there's a way to steal the creep's car, but there is another way to kill the creep other than the way I just did now. But like I said, this is all in my previous playthroughs. And I'd like to thank you, YouTube, for leaving the first episode of streaming this game up, because it is a little spicy. The first episode of this is probably the most spicy one, and then it kind of chills out after that a little bit, although we still do try stuff. So, and we're going on almost, we've been playing for more than an hour. So, I'm done with this game. So, if you don't want to play it yourself, check out my previous streams of it. Link to the game is in the description. I'm going to go ahead and quit. And I do believe I have found, throughout these streams of this game, most of the ways to either die, end up in the hospital, get arrested, or also I found a few ways to actually get home in time for your birthday. So, thanks for watching. Like, share, subscribe, ring that notification bell, and I'm done with this text adventure. I will, dang it, Anna Rita. I'm just finishing. I don't know if you've seen any of these Jailbait on the Interstate text adventure streams, but, the Rabbits game. That Rabbits game actually does work good on this laptop. And the Rabbits game she's talking about is it's a rage quit game. It's kind of funny. But yeah, so like I said, it takes about 15 minutes to do a playthrough of this game, but there's a bunch of branches. So I've probably got about 4 hours of content on this game you can go and check out. It's a little lewd, but it don't have to be. And so, but I did stretch out a 15-minute game into about 4 hours, checking out all the branches. So thanks for watching. Like, share, subscribe, ring that notification bell. And today I just wanted to finish getting home through the tow truck driver on this time around. And so there. So I'll figure out another game to play and come back next time. And so who did show up? Anna Rita came. Courtney's, Fellowship of Oddballs, Caesar CJ, Present Arms Linux was here. And so yeah, thanks. I'm going to go ahead and end the stream. And I'll choose another text adventure to play. I'm kind of in a text adventure mood right now. And so, bye!